Hi guys, welcome back. This is actually my third pour tonight, and I have not been having a whole lot of luck. If you've watched the last couple of videos that I've put up, you'll see that I've been trying the chain pull technique, but I don't have the right kind of chain, and my pulls are not turning out anything like what I would like them to look like. So that means that I need to wait until I can get some chains before I can really try that kind of a technique again. I might try, I do have some different string that's not quite as flimsy as that first string that I was using, so I might try to do a string pour again, but I'm actually going to do, or try to do, a reverse dip. I've been watching a bunch more Fiona videos. Fiona, you totally rock. I can't believe it's only been, well, I don't know how old that video I was watching, but she said in the one that I was watching it had only been a little over a year since she started doing this. So I started doing it sometime, I guess, in November or December. I think I did a couple in November and then moved to my new craft room. And even though I'm supposed to be doing things other than just painting in my new craft room, I have not done anything other than painting and finishing paintings and mixing paint and playing with paint and all that. I will have to put stuff up eventually and pull out the old cardboard box and make another dollhouse. So that I can give it away at Christmas time. I donate them to a local Christmas cheer basket program. And yeah, so that goes over quite well. What little girl doesn't like a dollhouse on Christmas morning? But so yeah, I'll have to pull that out here soon. It's only February, right? So I have plenty of time. But I should do it while it's cold because once it gets warm, my painting time will be limited by my gardening time because I'm determined to have a fabulous garden this year. Are you guys interested in gardening, or any of my subscribers gardeners? I'm just learning how to garden. Like I'm learning so many things, right? And I never had a house before I lived here. I never owned a house before. I guess I should say I've lived in houses before, but I never owned a home before. And so when you rent all the time, you don't very often do a lot of the stuff that you do when you own a home, like gardening and, like I've had a few potted pots or potted plants here and there, but not pot plants, potted plants. Although here in Canada, welcome to Vancouver Island, where cannabis is legal. So I could grow plants. I may even try to. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I am going to be doing a garden this summer. I tried doing one last year, and it started off really good, and then it kind of died off. And apparently, you have to feed them. So this is how new I am to gardening. Oh, my husband always took care of the houseplants, so I never really had to do that. And I've always just planted stuff and it grew, right? And I couldn't believe how dinky tiny my veggies were out of my garden last year and how few I got after a bit of research. Found out you have to feed your garden. And I feed it really good in the spring. And so yeah, that's why everything started out so nicely, but anyway. Yeah, anyway. Fun. But yeah, well, it's cold. It's probably a good time for me to pull out that cardboard and, at least get the outside of the box done. It needs to sit for a while and cure. It's kind of a paper mache kind of thing. I'll leave a link. I'll leave a link to the dollhouse build or reveal or something. I'll put it in, I think it would be up there in one of those little card things. I will try to remember to do that on this video. I tend to cut stuff out, and sometimes I bore myself, so like if you ever want to fast forward or mute the sound or whatever, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. I just appreciate it if you actually even stop in, and it's great if you watch. I love that even better. I wish more people would comment, but I understand a lot of people are watching it on smart devices or you know, devices that don't allow you to interact with the person who's doing the video, whether it's live or not, right? So anyway, I just babbled on for, gosh, how long? 6 minutes, and I haven't even got paint on the canvas yet. So let's take a pause here, and I'll be right back. Good grief. So the colors I'm using are Pebeo Studio Prussian Blue, Pebeo Studio Iridescent Blue Green, and the Sargent Antique Gold. And then I've got my white as well. And I'm going to do a Fiona Art reverse dip. And I'm going to do the spiral one. So let's hop to it. I'll try to draw a circle. Oh, that's not bad, I guess. Kind of sinking into my white. And then we'll go... like that. Okay. I've given all these paints a good shake. They've been sitting for a couple of days, and of course that makes them spit all over you when you open them up. So there's that. Oh, I need to do little bit more line here. Okay, so let's try and not ruin this one. I haven't worked with this antique gold before, so I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm told that sometimes these metallics will help you with developing cells, so that would be cool. Wouldn't mind having a few cells going on. Come on. Ow, phew. Oh, I just love this iridescent blue-green color. I don't really think I need any more white, but I think I need all three of my colors, like a little bit of a line here. And a little bit of gold. Not that much gold. Okay. Well, I just don't know. I'm not putting any more white down because there's plenty of white except on my edges. I will throw a little bit more down on there. And then I'm going to torch this. And one of the things that I saw in watching a few more Fiona videos is that she gets her paper towel quite damp before she puts it down on there. So I'm going to get mine much wetter than I have in the past. And as you can see, I filled up my torch. with some butane, and now that's almost empty. I'm just running out of everything. All right, spraying. And I want to get it quite damp because I think that if you remember back a couple of videos where the last time I tried one of these, my paper towel just soaked up the paint like mad. And I think it's because it was not wet enough. Okay, let's just do it. Okay. And then the other thing that she said is that you don't want to press hard, but you do want to make sure that all of your paint has touched. And if you rub, you want to rub in a circle. My goodness, look at that bleed. I hope that's not picking up all of my paint again. That would be really disappointing. I hope not. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the lift. So that's the other thing that's important, is you want to get your center, right? You want to lift all your corners kind of at the same time so that you end up with a center spot. And I have difficulty with that. We're not sure why. I'm probably just too impatient. So, but I'm going to try and do it the way that I see Fiona do it. She then comes over to here. I think part of my problem is I start lifting up my center too soon, right? Oh my gosh, that color is beautiful. Okay, oh, I hope that this doesn't pick everything up and ruin it. Okay, here we go. Oh, will you look at that? It's beautiful. I want to stretch it a bit, but first I want to torch it. And then I'll have to put some paint around the edges so that it will stretch. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Oh, and I love that I was going to put another color in there, but I think just the 3 colors is the trick with this. Otherwise, I've had issues with it, of course, as you've seen. I tend to get carried away with the colors sometimes, and I put too many in there. All right, I want to tilt this just a bit, and I want to just touch that center. That's the best center I've had. Yay! All right, so I'm going to try and go. You know what happens when you have too much paint, right? It cracks, and that sucks. Not entirely happy with this. And I'm sad that I didn't get it. I should have done it more. Excuse me. I should have done more of an oval. Because I pulled in quite a bit from the side over here, and as you saw, my paint wasn't really moving after that. So anyway, it is beautiful, and it's got some fabulous cells, so I'm going to let it sit here for a bit and wipe down the sides and fix them up and touch them up, and then I'll bring you on down for a close-up. This might be a keeper. We'll see. The colors are pretty enough. The gold is really nice, and I'm wondering if that's what's bringing out the cells, because there are some cells in there. Anyway, I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So, here we are with a close-up of this beauty. Look at that. I believe they call, well, those are cells, but I think they call that lacing. Kind of, maybe? Is that what that is? I think that's what that is. But the colors are just beautiful. The gold could be a little more sparkly. You know what I mean? A little more metallic. It's not, I know it's an antique gold, but it's not super sparkly. But other than that, I really do like it. And people who like a more muted tone. Beautiful. Anyway, I'll bring you back when it's dry, maybe. I'll try to. If not, have a fantastic day. I hope you'll be good to you. Bye now.